Hello everyone, this is Moshe the Electric Israeli. Welcome back to my channel, and today we are on the computer, and today I want to estimate what will be the total cost of what I call a mid-range. I mean, this is the long-range uh, Tesla Model Y that will come out in a couple of years, but it's in the mid-range in terms of the price. So what I did, I configured for you a 47,000 rear wheel drive that will come in fall of 2020 according to Tesla. So it is not the cheapest one and it's not the most expensive one. The cheapest one eventually would be 39,000. The most expensive one is 60,000. So I took the mid-range price, which has the long range miles, rear wheel drive as an example. The estimated EPA range, like I said, 300 miles, which is 483 kilometers, 0 to 60, 5.5 seconds, or 90.5 kilometers an hour. Top speed of this model is 130 miles per hour, which is 209 kilometers per hour, 18-inch wheel, or you can have the 19-inch for $1,500. So let's start off from the $47,000 car, and I take stuff that I would like. Obviously everybody is different, so I did it mid-range all the way. So taxes on the 47,000, so let me just remind you, see the 47,000 taxes, I made an average of 7.5. In each state it's different. As you see in the third bullet, New Jersey, where I live, has no sales tax on EVs. So this tax will not apply to me or other states that don't charge sales tax. But I just averaged 7.5% sales tax, which came up to $3,525. So that's going to bring the price to $50,525. Destination, all Teslas have to pay destination fees, which $1,200. That no matter what model you are. So we are now up to $51,725. I forgot to put the dollar sign on the 51. Doesn't matter. Now colors. So colors go from $1,500 to $2,500. So I picked the middle one, which happened to be white. Not because I like it, but it's the middle one, $2,000. And the interior, I also chose white, which is $1,000 addition. So that's $3,000 in these two options, which brings me up to $54,725. Moving on to Autopilot. Now there are two options. You have the regular Autopilot for $3,000, which enables your car to steer, accelerate, and brake automatically for other vehicles and pedestrians within its lane. So that is what we call, quote unquote, the traditional Autopilot. Now there's a full self-drive for a $5,000 edition, but you cannot choose it unless you choose this one. So that would have been $8,000 more. So I just did the 3,000, the traditional one, and that gave you $57,725. Now there is a third row seat available that for another $3,000. I did not choose it, but because that will not serve my specific needs, but that's also an option. So you see, I'm trying to stay in the middle. Now, so this is how much you would pay straight out with all the fees and everything, $57,725. Now, if we move to the yearly expenses, insurance, this is what I pay, $120 per month, which comes to $1,440 a year. So in the first year, after you purchase the car, you will pay $59,165 when you add the insurance in the first year. Obviously, the big lumps at the beginning is going to go away in the second year. Then we have charging. So I average 40 miles per day charging on a flat rate of 10 cents. For some states it's less, from some states it's more. I'm not considering if you have solar panels. I do, so my cost is different. So I just made 10 cents. As you can see, I'm trying to stay in the middle. So 10 cents per kilowatt hour for 40 miles a day will give you $4 a day, times 365 days a year, gave me $1,460 a year. That's an average. Some days you'll go more, some days you'll go less. I average that. Then I said, okay, an average family will take one trip a year of around 300 to 500 miles. Now, my trips are exponentially more because I take long trips. But I say supercharging cost, I totally made it up, $20 per year for that one trip that you will go. I said 2 or 3 or 5 supercharging, I made it $20. So that will bring it up to 1,480. So in the first year, you are now up to $60,645. Then maintenance. Now, maintenance, it's very tricky. Some people do it, some people wait for 3 years. I am very strict. So I already paid $425 for my first annual maintenance. It's once a year or 12,000 miles, whichever comes first. So your grand total is now up to $61,070. Now, I assume you pay the whole thing in cash. Obviously, most people, the overwhelming majority of people, will not pay this in cash. They will finance part of it. I don't know, maybe you'll finance $50,000 of it. So then you can just add whatever percentage of the car loan. And that is so wildly different. It can be 2%, can be 3.75%. So you can add that to, so I couldn't come up with the best number, but that will be, I left it up to you. So in the first year, and this is the basic stuff, give or take 61,000 and change. Now, so that's what you would pay in the first year. Annually, you will have to pay this, right? Insurance, charging, maintenance, if you choose to do the maintenance. If you decide to skip a year, the next time you do it, you'll have to do the brake fluid, and that will cost you $850. So I average it at $425. Some people do the fluid in 3 years, and some people don't even do it at all. So I figured your yearly costs for this Model Y will be $3,345 a year to run a Tesla Model Y. Now, it's not that far from a Tesla Model 3, by the way. The numbers could be very similar on something like so. I try to keep it down the middle. Let me know your questions if you have. Thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful for you.